2017 Cowgirl Hall of Fame honoree, Reba McEntires. Reba. The name brings to mind an unforgettable voice, a mane of red hair, and true Western authenticity. Reba McEntire has established a legacy of entertainment founded in the deep family roots of music, rodeo, and ranching. From McAlester, Oklahoma, Reba Nell McEntire was born to a mother who loved to sing and a father who was a three-time world champion steer roper. She and her three siblings grew up working on their parents' ranch. Reba was bringing in cattle by the time she was 6 and barrel racing at 11. Their mother taught the children how to harmonize on the long drives to rodeos. Reba and two of her siblings, Fake and Susie, formed a band called the Singing McEntires. It was in 1974 when Reba got her big break while singing the national anthem at the National Finals Rodeo. Red Steagall was so impressed with the 19-year-old that he paid for a recording session and promoted her to Music Row record executives. First signed to Polygram Mercury Records in 1975, Reba began the long, hard road to musical success. Reba moved to MCA Records in 1984 and, trusting her instincts, traded out the trendy orchestra for the more traditional sound of a steel guitar and a fiddle. That year, she received the first of 4 consecutive CMA Female Vocalist Awards. She was the first female to achieve this winning streak. In 1986, she won CMA Entertainer of the Year and is one of only 6 solo female entertainers to receive it. Throughout the late 80s and 90s, she continued to dominate the country charts with stage shows that were theatrical spectacles full of music, costume, and lighting. The 1990s brought both joy and heartbreak for the country superstar. Among giving birth to her son Shelby, touring and continuing to record hits, Reba starred in Tremors, the first of her 11 movie credits. 1991 took a somber turn when her road manager and 7 band members died in a plane crash while returning from a concert. Devastated, Reba poured herself into music, releasing the album For My Broken Heart, which became her best-selling studio album to date. With boundless energy and curiosity, Reba is always looking for new creative outlets. In 2001, she made her Broadway debut in Irving Berlin's Annie Get Your Gun to rave reviews. She also worked regularly in television, including the 6-season hit sitcom Reba. Reba has a successful clothing line with Dillard's Department Store and a new boot line with Justin Boots. Collectively, she has achieved a rare pinnacle with over 56 million albums sold worldwide. Reba uses her colossal popularity and success to give back. Through the Reba Fund, she supports over 15 charities, organizations, and scholarships. In 2015, the singer headlined the televised Reba and Friends Outnumber Hunger show to support an initiative raising awareness of the 49 million Americans who struggle with hunger. She has been recognized for her efforts with the Andrea Bocelli Foundation Humanitarian Award, the ACM Home Depot Humanitarian Award, and the Minnie Pearl Award. The Country Music Hall of Fame honoree and Grand Ole Opry member fills her shelves with 15 American Music Awards, 14 ACM Awards, 9 People's Choice Awards, 7 CMA Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, and a Dove Award for Bluegrass Country Roots Album of the Year for her recent gospel album released, Sing It Now, Songs of Faith and Hope. Additionally, she has received an ACM Career Achievement Honor, a 50th Anniversary Milestone Award for the most awarded ACM Female Vocalist of the Year, the first ever American Country Countdown Nash Icon Award, and a National Artistic Achievement Award from the U.S. Congress. A legend worldwide and an inspiration to so many cowgirls. Reba is mother to Shelby, stepchildren Shauna, Brandon, and Chastity, as well as grandmother to 7 grandchildren. We are proud to welcome Reba McEntire into the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame.
Well, if it wasn't for this red-headed guy right here, I wouldn't be standing here today, for sure. And thank you, Mama, for all your belief in me and my singing ability. Honest to God, I really wanted to be a world champion barrel racer. Gail Petska and I were sitting back waiting for them to call our names so we could run barrels. And she was sitting there thinking, Reba, you sure do sing good. And I said, well, you sure do run barrels good. And she said, you want to swap talents? I said, yeah. She said, no. Didn't blame her at all. Looked up to her a lot. But I just want to thank my family for being here. It's very special that y'all came down to be a part of this. Mom and I are very, very grateful for you. God, family, and friends is very important to me. It took me a long time to get my boot in the door when I first got my first CMA award. And I said that night, I'll do everything I can to kick down the door and keep my big boot in it. And thanks to Justin Boots, I'm still having the boots to wear. But I do love being a cowgirl. I wanted to be a cowboy when I was young, because the cowboys had it easier than the cowgirls because we had to work inside and outside. But it made us tougher, and it got us prepared for our way of life that was going to be my way of life when I got older, and that was another man's world in the music business. But it did prepare me, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for what ranching also taught me. When Daddy said, you sit on your horse and you sit in that gate till I get back, he didn't mean go to the house and watch television. He meant sit there in that gate until I get back. I've had directors in California tell me I'm one of the most directable people they've ever gotten to work with. And I said, well, Clark McEntires the reason. Ranching, rodeoing, best people in the world. I'm very proud to be a cowgirl, and thank y'all for letting me be a part of your club.
We're all so proud of you, Reba, and proud of not only what you've done for the world of entertainment and people all over the world who needed some help, for being one of the most unbelievable people I've ever known, who's firmly grounded and understands everything in the world around her. That's a very unique person. Could you step up here and help me for a minute? I want your help with this next very special nominee. And while many folks here are meeting her for the very first time, you've had the pleasure of knowing what an amazing cowgirl Jacqueline Smith McEntire has been your whole life.
True.
Just watch the video.
Okay.